So tips for staying healthy and safe. The Marshall Islands is a very safe place. So as far as like crime happening, don't have to worry about that. Like parents, mothers that are watching this, don't worry, your kids are going to be safe. But as far as the weather goes, there's going to be sickness. The conditions there are not what we're used to in the States or nicer areas of the world. So as far as staying healthy, that's one thing I would probably focus on more than safety. Being healthy is just making sure that you keep your hygiene up. Make sure you bathe, because you're going to sweat all day. Just make sure that you can get boils really, really bad, and that will, if it's bad enough, it can keep you from going out. There's a missionary in our mission that was gone for a week, or he was in his house for a whole week because he had a huge boil on his neck. Didn't take care of it, right? So making sure that hygiene is you do the necessary things to just take care of yourself. I would say watch what you eat, because there's going to be times where you're super thirsty and you just want water from their drain or their well, right? Or pontoon. That's what it's called, pontoon. And it's not healthy water. It's not clean at all, because it comes straight from the gutter, and there's bugs that form there, and they just kind of go through the water and you drink it. So it's very contaminated. And there are missionaries, like I said, that will drink that, and they'll be in their house for a week or two, and some get really sick where they're gone for a month and they just can't do anything. So one of our mission presidents, who was Tongan, I'll say how he said it. He said, a sickie missionary is not an effective missionary. A sickie is probably not the word to use, but he said that. A sickie missionary is not an effective missionary. And it's true. If you're sick, then you can't do the work, right? If you can't do the work, then you're not bringing people to Christ, right? So just make sure you're healthy, watch what you eat, make sure you take care of yourself, get a lot of sleep. Make sure that you follow the mission schedule, not only for your spiritual well-being, but also for your temporal well-being, that you're physically fit, so you can actually go out and do what you're supposed to do. I think this is more like an optional, but I loved it, and it helped me to stay healthy, is exercise. On P days when I was there, we'd play rugby all the time. And it was just like two-hand touch rugby or basketball and volleyball. Participate in that. I know there's missionaries that aren't into sports or into athletics, which is fine, but you don't have to be to do it. It's really, really, really fun, just to be involved with the missionaries, and you stay healthy for the most part. So those are just the basics for staying healthy. And like I said, being safe, missionaries are taken care of by, one, the Lord, obviously, and also the people. They really, really respect the missionaries, and they'll make sure you're safe. One time we were robbed once, and it wasn't like in person. They broke into our car and stole a harmonica and $2. So as far as, that's like the worst thing that happened in my mission. So as far as safeness goes, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. Weather, you can't control the weather. That's just something that happens. Sometimes you'll get high tide, and you'll worry that the water's going to submerge the island. If it does, it's going to be maybe like a foot, but you'll be okay. Nothing's going to happen. We had a tsunami warning, and we just got to the second floor of our building and nothing happened, because, just picture it this way. The Lord's not going to wipe out a whole island, especially when the work has just begun there, So keep that in mind, that it's going to be okay, and you'll be safe. As a missionary, you're going to be protected that much more. So.